Admin Robson. This is a special video that you've asked me to do about the preparation I'm doing for the end user event 2011. Just to give you an idea of what I'm covering and what it involves, because it's a bit vague, isn't it? Right? The descriptions are a bit vague. That was done on purpose because there's some stuff I didn't want people to know early on. Right? Now you'll notice both sessions revolve around the short film I'm making of Gods and Men. Now that's great for me because it rounds all the stuff in one easy handle lump, you know, for end user. What does it mean for you? Well, the first session is what I call, it's the modeler stuff, it's the mudbox stuff, right? But it's not just mudbox, because like a lot of applications, mudbox is not an island. I've been saying this for a couple of years. I rarely get a chance to show how it can work in different ways to it's probably envisaged with other applications. So we're covering, you know, how you can use it alongside Max on Maya and with Nuke and After Effects and get some interesting stuff out of it and use it for jobs that you don't normally think of it. You can actually do some rather groovy little tricks with matte paintings, both 2D, 2.5D and 3D, which we'll be covering. A bit of character stuff because there's a few points around the short, because it has a lot of characters in it, how to get that amount of characters out in a short time, because I've basically making this short in 2 months on a budget of £25. £25,000, £25. Am I insane? Probably. There are times when I've started to regret it, seriously. Now the second one is the complete breakdown of, you know, of Gods and Men. I'm going to tell you what the short's about because you won't see it before end user event. There's two reasons for that. One, I'd rather everybody saw it at the same time. So also the reason I'm not letting a lot out about the story. Plus, it's not finished yet, right? Now, this is a story I've had in my head since I was 17-year-old, 23 years ago. Came up with it in a nightclub while I was waiting for mates to turn up. One of hundreds of little stories up here. And the whole reason I got into 3D was to make these stories. And I got sort of sidetracked for a while. So now I want to get back into the groove a bit, you know, that's the plan of it. Is to get back in the swing of these things and make, you know, the things that are in my head. That means doing an entire pipeline. 90% of this short is done by me and me alone. There's a few people who helped out with things like the rigging, because there's a lot of things to rigging stuff in this. You'll know when you see it. For example, it will cover things like how do you handle a photoreal short where you've got a match, you know, against backplates, but it's got a photoreal containing characters. And that's the key thing, right? Most times when you see a short, if it's photoreal, it'll be very short, like 30 seconds or something, or they'll go the cartoon route, which is a bit easier, or environmental, you know. Once you get to things like photoreal humans and photoreal environments, life gets more complex. Now, I've pushed the envelope a little bit further because I'm using very large data sets in one scene alone. Now, this is not counting displacement maps, this is raw polygons in the viewport. One of the initial tests I did to make sure the technology I'm using works, because it's not all Autodesk stuff, there's some things in my own and some other applications I'm using as well, was 675 million polygons in the viewport, all unique. How do you handle that? How do you handle that in one scene without frying your computer? Now, although I've got a render form at my disposal, the heavy scenes have to be rendered on my machine, a single machine. Because basically my applications aren't on their render form that they lent me, so I've got to find ways around these problems. So I've had to come up with some unique solutions to age-old problems and some new ways of approaching things. Now this has meant a few new tools and ways of working, and there's no way you could do a short like this in 2 months if you did it the old-fashioned way. So like a lot of things in life, I've had to reinvent the way it's done to enable it to get finished. So yes, of Gods and Men, that will cover a lot of stuff, including a lot of stuff on Nuke, which is sort of my new best friend at the moment. It'll cover motion tracking, complex motion tracking, because there's a lot of aerial shots in this that were taken on a helicopter. One of the big things of that was, as well as the normal camera shake I had to get rid of, they hadn't locked down the actual camera rig itself, and it was vibrating along with the engine about once every half frame, which is an absolute swine to get around. So how we get around little problems like that. I'll cover all three main tracking software and all sorts. We'll fit as much in as we can, and there's a lot of ground to cover from beginning to end, right way through to writing the music. Right? Cover everything. So all that covers it. I'm in the middle of nearly having a nervous breakdown trying to get this all done in time, so you better all appreciate this. So yeah, go to the end user event. Honestly, if I wasn't speaking there, I'd still be going. Do you know why? Because it's great. It's probably the best event in the world. I love it. I really do. It's probably the only time you'll ever get to have, you know, people that you may recognise off forums and from film titles and TV effects houses, all sitting around one table that you can go up to and have a talk to and have a drink with and ask questions, right? Stupid questions if you want. Where else do you get that? Right, anyway, see you all next time. I'm going to finish my cigarette and then get back to work.